Howdy, 7th grade. Today we're going to learn another formula for geometry. Mostly we're going to be looking at the volume of pyramids and cones, which I'm hoping I can convince you guys towards the end of this video is kind of the same thing. So first I want to talk about different kinds of pyramids, just so we know what we are talking about. Kinds of pyramids. And the pyramids in Giza, in Egypt, the really big ones, are what we know as square pyramids. So we have a square pyramid, and that's what happens when we have a square, and then all of the points rise up to the same location. So this would be a square pyramid because the base is a square. Let's write that down. Base is a square. Another one is going to be a triangular pyramid, also known as a tetrahedron, and this triangular pyramid starts off with a triangle on the bottom and has all the points rise up to the same spot in the air. That looks awful. Let me try that again. I'm actually going to draw this the other way, so I have the point facing down. I think that'll make my life a little bit easier. There we go. So a triangular pyramid has the base of a triangle, and we can do this for pretty much any shape we want. If I wanted to, I could have a hexagonal pyramid, and what would happen there is the base would be a hexagon. So draw a quick hexagon and then raise every single point. See, that'd be this one right here. There we go. To one point above it, and the base is a hexagon. So how we find the volume of these things is actually not that hard. I'm going to go ahead and give you the formula, then we'll look at a couple examples. So the volume is equal to 1/3 times the base times the height. So the base here is the area of the whole base. So for a square pyramid, it would be the area of the square. For a triangular pyramid, it would be the area of the triangle. And that's just kind of what this looks like, is we need to first find the area of the base. We can multiply by the height and multiply by 1/3 or divide by 3, depending on how you want to look at that. And then we have the volume, which is really nice. So we're going to look at a few examples, and the first one I want to look at is going to be how to find the area of a square pyramid. So if I've got my pyramid here, it'll be 5 and 5, comes up to this point, and my height is going to be 5 as well. What I would do is my base equals 5 times 5, that's the area of the square. So that would give me a base area of 25. Now I know that my volume is 1/3 times the base times the height. My base I just found is 25, which comes from up here, and multiply that by the height, and the height of my pyramid is 5. So doing a real quick bit of math, 25 and 5 is 125. Divide by 3 gives me 125 thirds. And that would be my volume. That doesn't simplify, so I'm just going to leave it. Another quick example for a triangular pyramid. I learned my lesson the first time. I can draw this a little bit better now. I say as I mess it up. There we go. My triangular pyramid. And we're going to say that I have a height here of 3, a base of 6, and a height of the actual pyramid of 5. I'm liking having these 5 tall pyramids. So first I want to find the area of my base. So my base is going to be equal to 1/2 times the length of this triangle, which is 6, times the width of the triangle, which is 3. And from that, 1/2 of 6 is going to be 3 times 3 is 9. then I know that my volume should be equal to 1/3 base times height. And that's going to give me 1/3 times the base is 1/3 times 9, and my height is 5. 1/3 times 9, of course, is 3, and 3 times 5 is 15. So the volume of that pyramid would be 15. Awesome, and we're going to do one more thing very, very quickly, which is going to be a rectangular pyramid. So this one you won't see very much. Normally you won't see these at all, actually, but just in case, rectangle. Just to show you that this works for any kind of thing they give you. If you have a rectangular pyramid, let's say this is 5 and 15, these go up to some point, and that point is, let's make that 10 off the ground. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by finding the area of my base, which is 5 by 15. And 5 times 15 is going to be 75. So that's the area of my base. Now that I have that, I can say that my volume equals 1/3 base times height. My base is 75 times 10 is 750 divided by 3, which is going to simplify to 250 for my volume. So my volume there is 250. So I want us to think about what these pyramids look like real quick. So we're going to move on to cones now. And we're going to think about these pyramids. What happens if I have a 12-sided base pyramid? I'm going to try to draw this. It's going to look awful. So, to get my 12-sided base pyramid, there'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Awesome. Then I'm going to pick a point up top and draw lines to all of these other points. And if we look at this, that's basically a cone. Right? So looking at this, as we get closer and closer, add more and more sides to our pyramid, it starts looking more and more like a cone. So we can actually use the same formula. So the same formula works. And that formula, of course, is going to be that the volume equals 1/3 times the base times the height. So 1/3 base height. And now our base is just going to be a circle. So this is now a circle. And let's look at how that works exactly. So if I have a cone, let me see how well I can draw this. That's not too bad. So if I have a cone with a radius of, we're going to stick with the 5s today, like in the 5s, and a height of 7, just to change things up a little bit, I'm going to have to start by asking myself, what's the base? And to find the area of my base, I need to find the area of a circle, which is going to be pi r squared. My radius here is 5, so I get 5 squared times pi, or 25 pi. And that is going to be my base for this, and then I can just continue and use my volume formula. So volume is 1/3 base times height. Base, of course, is 25 pi, so 1/3 25 pi times h. I know what h is, so I can just write in 7. So 25 times 7 is going to give me 175. I end up with 175 thirds times pi. And that would be my volume. Just like that, I'm done. So basically, we added one more formula to our repertoire today, which is this volume for anything that has a real base here, like a 2D shaped base, so a circle, a square, a triangle, and then goes up to a single point. So that's our cones, that's our pyramids. All those things have the same formula for volume, which is 1/3 base times height. which I'm hoping we learned today. And I will see y'all in class tomorrow. Have a great day.